everybody, it's Rory from ANS Gear, and we're going to look at an accessory for the Planet Eclipse Go3 today. So we've got the Exalt launch bolt. Now the launch bolt was super popular. They've done it for a couple different gun models. It has some features that can help with definitely with performance. Plus it comes with some accessories right here. Now I don't have a Go3 anymore to put it in and show you how to install it, so we're kind of just going to talk about it a little bit. So here's our bolt right here. Couple features with the bolt. It has a soft face bolt on it right here. You can kind of see that it's a squishy green soft face bolt. But instead of like the original or the tip on the Go3 that you get normally, which is open in the middle, this has this crosshatch pattern right here that you can see. And what this does is as the ball drops into the breech, that open hole actually can let the ball drop down and then roll slightly backwards because you've got a hole and you've got a round ball. They can actually fit inside of each other slightly. So the side of the ball can go backwards into the bolt tip. It's called ball rollback or just rollback. So it can roll back. With having this cover, that keeps that ball from potentially rolling back. Now, a side effect of the ball rolling backwards is the next ball up in the breech, because the ball rolls backwards slightly, now you've created space for the next ball up to slightly drop down into the breech. Now, it only drops down maybe, 2 to 3 millimeters or something like that, a very, very small amount. But what happens is when this bolt comes forward then, that ball is sitting lower than it used to. And it's very possible for the edge of the bolt tip to clip the bottom of that ball and break it as it comes through so fast that it will just clip the bottom, crack the shell. The ball will actually drop down into the breech again and look like it hasn't been broken or anything. And then when it tries to shoot that ball, a mess, just explodes everywhere and you've got just a gigantic mess on the inside of your gun. So by preventing rollback, you can reduce the chance of clipping the next ball in the ball stack. So that's what's going to happen. So you've got super soft, because it's a rubberized front, you're soft on the paintball to begin with. You create less potential for rollback or eliminate rollback, and then reduce clipping of the next ball in the stack. The bolt itself is lighter than the original bolt that came with it. So you've reduced the mass that's moving back and forth. It's going to give you a smoother shot because you just don't have as much mass recoiling back and forth. And then lastly, the path that the air flows through the bolt, they've kind of engineered a high flow path, making the gun more efficient, which is going to just get you more shots per tank. So there's pluses all across the board right there. When you do install this, obviously you want to put a light coating of grease on these O-rings, a light coating of grease around the tip. Not a lot, just a light. Just put some on your finger and roll it around. You don't need to cover it like it's snowing outside or something. Just lightly cover. And then the prop shaft, which runs in through the bolt right here, or the bolt tip, make sure those O-rings have grease on them too, and you're ready to go. Very, very simple swap. Pull the bolt out, pull the old tip off, put the new one in, done. You can do that in a couple minutes and be out there shooting with definitely some improved performance features through the gun. So if you want to take your Go3 to the next level, get this launch bolt from Exalt. It's available through the website. Order yours now through ansgear.com.